Here's how to get set up with your first HTML CS105 upload. You might be using either CyberDuck or FileZilla. These are both free programs for uploading to a web server. First thing you should do is connect to the web server. In CyberDuck, open a connection. It's very important that you change it from FTP to SFTP. The server will be eclipse.wells.edu. The port should be the default of 22. Your username will be your first initial followed by your last name in most cases. And your password will be something that we talked about in person. This will not be the same as your webmail password. Click Connect, and you should be sent to your home directory on Eclipse. Doing this in FileZilla, you need to go to the Site Manager. Normally, you would have a blank selection of set. Click New Site, call it Eclipse perhaps. The host will be eclipse.wells.edu. The port, make sure you select it after you've changed the protocol to SFTP. The port will be 22. The login type will be normal. And enter your username and password. Click Connect. You might receive a message that the host key is unknown. This can happen in CyberDuck, it can happen in FileZilla, it can happen in any of the tools. Just say OK or yes. The FileZilla interface is a bit more crowded. You can see instructions on how to use FileZilla in general in the textbook, so we'll focus on CyberDuck. In CyberDuck, you should see two folders, Sites and www.root. Ignore the Sites folder. The www.root is the one where everything interesting is going to happen. Inside that is an index.php file and a project file. Until you're actually working on the project, don't worry about the project folder. Just make sure you don't delete it. The index.php file is a starter file that you should just leave there. It will automatically generate an index of the contents of your directory. Now you need some files to actually upload. I've gone ahead and pretended we're in the middle of the semester. These are some local files on my computer. I've got some stuff to upload to Web to the Server, some work from Unit A, the review work and the tutorial work, some work from Unit B, review and tutorial work. I've also got some work in progress that we're working on right now. Let's say this is some Unit X. We're working on the Unit X tutorial. There's a CSS subfolder and an images subfolder. Those had some contents, and also there's an index.html file in the Unit X folder. To prepare for uploading this to the server, you should make sure that your name for the main folder is consistent. Do not put spaces in this. Spaces will mess up your URLs, and I recommend capital U unit followed by a capital letter followed for the unit. Since this is a tutorial, we'll also make a tutorial folder. We'll put that into the Unit X folder and move all of the contents from the Unit X folder into the tutorial folder. Now, this will be laid out similar to the upload to web server contents. We're going to actually move it into the upload to web server collection. These are all things that are uploaded or have been uploaded. To actually upload it online, we drag that folder from the browser into the www.root folder, and that will put it online. CyberDuck will show some transfer in progress. It will indicate the download has been completed. And you'll see all of the folders inside the Unit X folder. These are all online now. Now when it's time to actually turn in the project, you're going to need to test that it works online before you can turn it in. I'll come over to a browser here. Your material online will be located at cs.wells.edu/cs105/your-username. In this case, I'm using a demo user. If you don't have an index.html file in this folder, you'll see information about your project and any folders that you've uploaded. clicking on one of those folders, you'll find you do not have permission to access these files. That's because currently there's no index.html in the UnitX folder. However, inside the UnitX folder there is a tutorial folder, and inside of that there is an index.html. That will reveal the contents that you've uploaded. If these contents are correct and as you want them, you'll need to copy that URL and paste it into Moodle. So in Moodle, supposing we're in the middle of Unit C tutorial work, you'll click on the assignment, and to submit, you will not be uploading files. All you're going to do is send in the URLs. So edit the notes, paste in the URL, and then select the entire URL you just pasted, click on the Add It or Edit Link button, and paste the URL again to turn what you posted into a link. This will make it a clickable URL or a clickable link, so when you save the changes, you'll see that the notes are clickable. That can be opened in a new tab, for example. You can see what the contents look like without having to manually re-enter them. Once you're satisfied with the state of your uploaded work, make sure your links are all working and as you'd like them to be graded, click the Send for Marking button. You'll be prompted to confirm that you really want to turn that material in. Click Continue. And now that's been turned in. Next time you reload the page, after the TAs have entered grades, you should see a grade there, as well as feedback. If you don't have full points in the grade, you should have options to edit the submission. If you don't see those options, and you don't have a full grade, please contact me or the TAs to get your submission reverted to draft form so you can edit it and get more points.